Hello, my name is Astroyogi Sanchez, and I'm very excited and honored to be one of the presenters this summer at the Appalachian Starseed reunion. Very exciting times, very, very challenging times that we're living in as well as a collective, but through challenge comes growth. So happy to share in some growth there. My own growth, of course, this is definitely stepping out in a big way for me, and I'm really excited about that. So I'm going to tell you a little bit more about who I am and what you can expect from me during this retreat. So I have been a yoga teacher since 2010. I got my personal training certification in 2011, right after that. And shortly after, started becoming a private chef to help my clients achieve their greatest health through food, because it's a big component to it. And even before that, actually, I was doing massage, but I had started doing Thai yoga massage in 2018. I've been doing that since. And I feel like there's one other thing that I haven't remembered. Oh yeah, astrology, which I started doing in 2017. So some people might call me a jack of all trades. I definitely like to consider myself a Renaissance man in training, working my way up to that. And yeah, I mean, there's an interesting story that I've had from my past that has led me on this path. And so, I was vaccine injured as a child. I had the chronic ear infections at 6 months old. 2 years old, my right eardrum burst into blood because of some sugary treat that I was having. So immunocompromised is a word that you could use there. But, a dear friend of mine, and I'm going to be quoting him during the talk, actually, but I'm going to quote him here as well. Rafi Delic said, "What if autoimmune disorders are just vaccine injuries?" And from my experience, that's definitely the case. So, it also led to depression, chronic depression by the age of 7, along with tumor by 14, alongside clinical depression and suicidal ideations. And, just fast forward, there was lots of stuff in between, but fast forward to the age of 30, where I discovered Hodgkin's lymphoma, stage 4 in my body, and was able to actually reverse that within about a year and a half using alkaline lifestyle and eating, basically mostly plant-based, and meditation, doing the deep inner soul work, and purging the psychological beliefs that allowed the behaviors to support the cancer growth in my body, which of course sugar addiction is a big one, and that was pretty hard to get over, but it took me about a few years, and my body's so much better now that I don't relate to sugar the same way. Still working on it, certainly not perfect by any means, and I'm not here to teach or preach perfection, but to at least offer the perspective of how we can achieve greatness and the path that we can walk, some at least proven methods that can get us there. So it's a little bit about me, but what else? My mission is to create a world of abundance and beauty and harmony for everyone, where everyone has their needs met, where everyone's living healthfully and happily and in freedom of their divine sovereignty and the truth of what they were meant to experience on this planet, the intentions that they had to elevate their souls, evolve here in this realm. And so, this opportunity, this gathering of like-minded individuals is one of the best places I could see to support that mission. And that's a big part of why I wanted to be a part of this reunion. So, community is so huge, and it's one of the things that I felt really profoundly missing for me growing up, and had a lot to do with my depression, had a lot to do with the poor food choices that I was making, because I was filling that void of connection with food or other things, really anything, right? But nothing on the outside will solve that if we're not actually connecting, if we're not actually seen or allowing ourselves to be seen or showing up or seeing others. There's such magic that happens in community. And that's the thing I'm most excited about to be participating in this summer. I also really want to help people with these kinds of health things. I think incurable should be like a 4-letter word, and nothing is really incurable if you have the will, the intention, or the purpose to do so. I mean, there are maybe some cases, not quite as common, but where people have a spiritual purpose for having an illness. And in that case, maybe, a cure isn't actually what their spirit wants or what their soul came for. But for the vast majority of people who are living with things like cancer, diabetes, HIV, AIDS, this other one that's been very, very popularized the past few years, all of them are reversible. We just have to understand how the body works, how it naturally heals, and create the environment in which the body can do that, which of course has so much to do with what we put in it and on it, but that also means what we're exposing ourselves to socially, with media. Everything that we come in contact to will influence us and even change our brain, right? Every thought, every moment. Right now, your brain is changing just by watching this video. My brain is changing just by giving it. So, that potential for transformation magnifies exponentially when we're in community. Giving that sense of human oneness and togetherness is such a game changer. And so for that reason, more than any other, I'm really excited to be stepping up and doing more public speaking and sharing my gifts and knowledge with others so that they can heal, so that they can activate their true potential, so they can live fully as themselves here on this planet at this time, and possibly forevermore, who knows. But yeah, I'm so looking forward to seeing everyone there. And if you have any questions, feel free to send me a message. Yeah, sending you many blessings and lots of love.